But what Tanya's talking about is there's multiple energy fields around our body. So if you think that the physical is all we have, well, what happens when you start to think about the emotional energy field around you? And then you have a mental energy field around you, your intellect. And then you have a spiritual, which is not necessarily religious, but it is what you're open to, right? So I actually have a device that measures this. They used to call it back in the day, probably 60s, 70s, 80s, 70s, 80s. It was Kirlian photography or aura photography, where they had a piece of glass and they would treat it and they would put some electric, missing a word, but something that had electricity behind it. You put your hand on it and it took a picture and it would show the different energies around your body. They resonate at different colors.